bubble there. We cross borders now, and Ugandans are set to head to the polls on Thursday, tomorrow, in the country's general election. However, the atmosphere surrounding the vote remains tense and deeply troubling. Civil liberties have been severely curtailed. Citizens have been denied the freedom to express themselves, to assemble or to associate freely, as security forces appear to be increasingly involved in the country's political process. Human rights activists warn that this is not an election, but a systematic crackdown on fundamental freedoms and a fleeting democracy. Melita Oletenges reports.
January 15th is shaping up to be a defining day for Uganda. More than 21,600,000 registered voters, according to the Electoral Commission, are expected to cast their ballots. But the credibility of the democratic process has been cast into doubt. Ahead of the vote, there is anxiety in the capital, Kampala, with small business owners fearful from past experiences during elections.
I am worried that there might be inflation, that there might be violence that could affect businesses, but I pray that the leaders that we are pushing into power are more sensitive to protect our concerns above their own personal interests.
The shutdown of the internet on Tuesday, alongside allegations of abductions, excessive use of force by police and the military, and widespread intimidation of dissenting voices, has raised serious concerns about the integrity of the vote.
The internet restriction directed is in line with the legitimate purpose. That is protecting national security, public safety, and public order.
8 presidential candidates are contesting the top seat. Among them is the incumbent president Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and the main opposition challenger Robert Kyagulanyi, widely known as Bobi Wine. President Museveni, now 81 years old, has ruled Uganda since 1986 after emerging victorious from a guerrilla war that ended the rule of Milton Obote. He is now seeking a 7th term in office. Uganda. His main rival, 43-year-old Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu, popularly known as Bobi Wine, was once a celebrated musician whose music championed social justice, is making his second attempt at the presidency.
Down the dictatorship, down!
Down!
Kenyan activists have strongly condemned the pre-election environment in Uganda, accusing the Electoral Commission and the judiciary of colluding to secure President Museveni's victory.
We are seeing not only deceased people on the voter registrar, but also babies and children, that some of them have multiple voting numbers.
When you shut down the internet, when you limit media freedom, when you infringe on the freedom of expression, it automatically communicates the autocratic regime that wants to silence the masses.
Hundreds of people have reportedly been abducted across Uganda as security forces continue to detain and allegedly harass opposition supporters and activists. Opposition figure Kizza Besigye is among those still being detained for over a year. In the 2021 election marred by claims of widespread rigging, President Museveni was declared the winner with 58% of the vote, while Bobi Wine garnered 35%. Melita Oletenges.